I put all my cards on the table. I think we did a good job of that, and but I'm looking forward to winning the championship this weekend.
NASCAR fans, hold on to your hats because this weekend isn't just about crossing the finish line. It's about Michael Jordan taking NASCAR to court. Yup, the 6-time NBA champion and GOAT is suiting up for a different kind of showdown as he goes toe-to-toe with NASCAR over what he calls an unfair business model that keeps smaller teams from getting a fair shot. Sounds wild, right? Think it's all just smoke and mirrors? Think again. This fight could change NASCAR forever. MJ's team, 2311 Racing and Front Row Motorsports, are challenging the big guys, calling out NASCAR's charter system as a monopoly. Here's where it gets spicy. Tyler Reddick, 2311 star driver, is one of the final 4 battling for a NASCAR title this weekend. Can MJ and 2311 keep their heads in the game? But the real question, can MJ win his case and a championship in the same weekend? And what happens if Tyler Reddick, 2311 star driver, decides to leave if they can't secure their charter? Will MJ's lawsuit get the green light from the judge by race day? Let's dive in and see what's at stake. Who's ready for some drama on and off the track? Let's break it all down. It's Michael Jordan, a lawsuit, an explosive championship battle, and a whole lot of drama. We're talking about a courtroom clash between 2 of NASCAR's rising stars, Jordan's 2311 Racing and Front Row Motorsports, and the NASCAR powers that be. That's right, the same Michael Jordan who dominated the NBA is now looking to make his mark in the NASCAR world. But it's not just about the racetrack. Jordan and his squad are locked in a high-stakes legal showdown with NASCAR over what they call an unfair business model. And MJ isn't the type to back down. So, what's got everyone revved up? Jordan's team, 2311 Racing, alongside Front Row Motorsports, claims that NASCAR's charter system is basically rigging the game. They're saying this setup squeezes smaller teams and kills competition, all while NASCAR rakes in the profits. According to Jordan's team, NASCAR has created a take-it-or-leave-it system that makes teams monopolistic bullies. Representing Jordan's team, none other than top dog Jeffrey Kessler, the GOAT of antitrust law. He's out here dropping fire in court, saying NASCAR's charter agreements are one-sided, making teams either sign or sit on the sidelines. Kessler argued that this isn't just about 2311 and FRM. It's about bringing NASCAR's business practices into the open. Kessler said, "We want to return to status quo," meaning Jordan and his team want to race in 2025 under fair terms, without NASCAR's harsh conditions. And when NASCAR tried to make it sound like the teams had options, Kessler shut them down. If you're as hyped as we are about the NASCAR playoffs, make sure to drop your predictions in the comments, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for the latest NASCAR news and driver stories. Now in the courtroom, MJ was right there in the front row, locked in and focused. He even said,
I've been in situations of disparity. I think the race team is going to focus on what they have to do this weekend, which I expect them to. And I think Jeffrey did an unbelievable job today. And I think, I put all my cards on the table. I think we did a good job of that. And, but I'm looking forward to winning the championship this weekend, though.
So, he's serious about this fight, and he's backing Kessler all the way. After the hearing, as Jordan said he put all his cards on the table, we know MJ doesn't bluff. Meanwhile, Tyler Reddick has marched toward potentially his first career NASCAR Cup Series title, and the first for the 2311 Racing team, which is in its 4th season in NASCAR's top series. The driver and team have had to avoid becoming distracted by an upcoming antitrust lawsuit against NASCAR, which was brought forth by 2311 Racing and Front Row Motorsports in regard to the 2025 charter agreement. But what exactly is this charter system? It's been around since 2016, and it basically gives teams a guaranteed spot on the grid and a share of revenue. Sounds good, right? Not so fast. MJ's crew argues that it's just another way for NASCAR to control the game and restrict competition. Here's where it gets real. 13 teams signed NASCAR's charter agreement before the playoffs kicked off, agreeing to terms that some thought were a little sketchy. NASCAR threw the deal at them just 2 days before the playoffs started, saying, "Sign it or lose it." The teams had until midnight to decide, and no one wanted to risk losing their spot on the track. One team owner, who stayed anonymous, said, "I did not have the BLs to do what 2311 and FRM are doing," which shows just how high the stakes are in this lawsuit. And with a deadline like that, you can see why some teams felt forced into a corner. Now, while all this is happening in court, let's not forget there's still a championship on the line. Tyler Reddick, driving for Jordan's 2311 team, has fought his way to the Championship 4. This Sunday, he's got a shot at taking home 2311 Racing's first ever Cup Series title. Jordan's looking to win his first NASCAR championship in the same season he's battling Nascar in court. That's like next-level sports drama. But here's a plot twist. If this whole lawsuit doesn't go their way, Reddick might be out. His contract technically runs through 2025, but if 2311 gets stuck as an open team, meaning no guaranteed revenue, no spot in every race, Reddick and their sponsors could walk. 2311's lawyer, Kessler, warned that without a win in court, they might lose Reddick forever. So, what does NASCAR have to say about all this? Well, their lawyer, Christopher Yates, argued that the charter system is fair, and that teams like 2311 had plenty of options. He even told MJ he could have invested somewhere else, like the NBA. Savage. But NASCAR's stance is clear. They're only willing to work with teams who play by their rules. Yates didn't hold back, saying NASCAR only wants to enter into charter agreements with teams who want to work collectively to grow the sport. He even accused 2311 and Front Row of launching a frontal assault on the charter system. But here's the bottom line. Judge Frank D. Whitney is expected to make a ruling on this case by Friday, right before the cars hit the track at Phoenix. If he rules in favor of 2311 and Front Row, it could change everything about how NASCAR does business. Imagine if these teams get their injunction, operate as chartered teams, and keep fighting this lawsuit. It would shake up the sport like never before. For now, MJ's got his eyes on two big wins, a court win and a championship win. He's got Tyler Reddick ready to go for Sunday's race, and MJ's not the kind of guy who settles. He said it himself that he is looking forward to winning a championship this weekend, and you know he means it. Reddick's had an incredible season, bagging a spot in the Championship 4, and he's the driver to watch at Phoenix Raceway. Win or lose, this weekend's race is going to be one for the history books. But with this lawsuit, there's even more on the line for Jordan and his team. Whether 2311 Racing claims their first Cup Series title, or takes on NASCAR head-to-head, you know MJ's not backing down. He's all in, and come next hearing, fans can see if the courts are on his side. But we want to hear from you now. What do you think will be next for Michael Jordan and his 2311 team? Do you think Reddick can win this championship trophy? And what about the tension between the 2311 Racing team, Front Row Motorsports, and NASCAR? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this discussion rolling. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for more interesting stories and updates from everything NASCAR. Do share this video with your friends. Until next time, keep the conversation going on, lucky dog on track.